You know, for anybody working in the floral industry, really talking florists and floral designers, trying to do the small business thing, working the entrepreneurial spirit that we've got, wanting to do our business the way we want to do it. 2020 has been a roller coaster. With the pandemic and the economy being what it has been, this has been a roller coaster year. And now that we are just a few days away from 2020 finally being over with, and we're gonna go into 2021, how are we going to pivot and level up our digital marketing skills to move forward into 2021 and beyond? Today, we're comparing YouTube and your social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm designer Frank Blanchard, AIFD, and today I'm focusing on comparing YouTube with your other social media platforms, specifically Facebook and Instagram today. Now, one of the big factors for a lot of florists being successful or not is marketing. And there's kind of a preconceived idea within the industry, or at least with a lot of people in the industry, and especially new folks that are just coming up through the ranks into the floral industry, that in order to make it, to get your business where you want it to be, you need to think about joining one of the wire services. And first off, I want to squelch that idea. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. Really, kind of the missing factor for a lot of retail florists, and what kind of determines how successful your business is your marketing. And having an actual strategy and plan about your marketing. And now, especially after 2020 gets over with, the business world in general around the world was internet-based before. And going into 2021, it is going to be more so. We are a digital economy. So for small businesses and entrepreneurs, it's hard to compete against larger businesses, but there is so much business out there to be had. The key is marketing and building your audience so that you can cultivate your influence with those people and turn them into customers. And marketing what we do and who we are and what our business is and what our business provides in the way of services and products, now all really needs to be done on social media and the other digital platforms like YouTube. But today I'm really focusing on YouTube and Facebook. Now, everybody knows that Instagram, which is part of Facebook, I mean, it is a separate platform, but Facebook is its parent company. So that's where our comparisons are also very similar, because YouTube, on the one hand, is the world's second largest search engine, and it is owned by Google. So that's your first top two search engines in the world. And of 93% of everybody around the world that is online, 93% of those people are using Google and or YouTube to search for answers to their question of the moment, whether it's work related, school related, they're learning how to do something, etc. Whatever they are trying to find, 93% of those people are using Google and YouTube to do it. Now, we also spend a lot of time on social media, and for most retail florists, Facebook and Instagram are probably the two platforms that most are utilizing. Now, what's the difference between the two, and what can they actually do for you? First off, I think one thing we need to realize is that one really isn't better than the other. They all have their benefits. They are all wonderful tools to use for your marketing efforts on the web. You really can't ignore any of them. The trick is really finding out and calculating how you can utilize them to the best of your abilities, and also figuring out where the majority of your customers and clientele hang out. Because wherever they hang out the most, that's where you want to put the majority of your efforts. But really looking at YouTube and social media, they're two different things. Facebook and Instagram, just like Pinterest also, and TikTok, those are all social media. They are not search engines. YouTube is. So one thing that is vastly different and can actually enable you to grow your other platforms is if you create a YouTube channel for your business or your personal brand, and you promote your business and personal brand on YouTube, that video is always there. If you can get that video to rank well and actually become evergreen content, so it's something that people are always looking at, there's the possibility that a potential customer or clientele, somebody who might really love what you do and your whole philosophy around it, that person might actually find your YouTube video 2 or 3 years from now. But they're still able to discover you and learn who you are and where you are, and be able to then connect with you by way of your other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. When you create content on Facebook and Instagram, it's kind of short-term content. You know, it doesn't last in the news feeds for people very long, but it does stay on your profile. So if people want to see it at a later time, you can always share it again, or they would have to come to your profile to actually view it. One of the reasons why I really wanted to focus on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram is helping you wrap your head around the importance of video, and especially live stream video. When it comes to Facebook, live stream video is probably the fastest and least expensive way to get in front of your customers and clientele very quickly, and also generate business from that engagement. YouTube, on the other hand, is more long-term in that your video is always there, it's always available as long as the content is relevant. The one determining factor that really determines whether you're going to be successful on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram is not the number of fans and followers you have on your social media platforms or the number of subscribers that you have on YouTube. Really, what has unified all of them more than anything else is engagement. If you can get engagement with your customers and clientele and the people that follow you, that's when you're going to be able to grow and reach more people. If you don't get any engagement going, which means you have to actually talk to people. It's just not going to happen. You've got to create that engagement. So, going into 2021, a lot of things are still unknown. We don't know what the economy is going to do. We're still dealing with the pandemic, and more, the internet is just blowing up and becoming bigger and more crowded, and more people are using the internet to do their daily things that they need to do, whether it's work or education related, or just having fun and looking for entertainment. So, moving forward, I really encourage you to strongly look at video content. For Facebook, especially right now, they actually state when you're uploading, you'll get a little notification about it, so specifically any video content, whether it's edited video or live stream video, if it's 3 minutes in length or longer, it's going to be pushed out to more people, for more people to see. It's possible to actually download that content from your Facebook business profile, and you can edit it and create a whole new piece of video content that you can then upload to YouTube. When you're creating content on YouTube, all of the content and all of the information that goes along with your video content, which can include links to your social media profiles in your descriptions of your videos, etc. It can include links to your business website. It can contain information about your business as to where you're located, etc. All of that information you are now directly feeding into a search engine. So it's kind of the same as your Google My Local Business listing in that way, so that you can get more traffic just because you're strengthening your overall web presence by feeding that content direct into that search engine. So keep that in mind. Social media has great benefits and we've got to use it. YouTube has great benefits and you might want to strongly consider adding that to your overall marketing strategy or digital marketing strategy so that you can get more business coming to you and you can get your information about your products and services direct to your customers and clientele. Hopefully you found this information helpful. And if you haven't already, over here on the end screen, I've got several other videos that you might want to check out because they're specifically on this topic of creating video content and how to build and grow your audience so that you can then cultivate your influence with those people and turn them into customers. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, definitely give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot and also helps this video get out to more people so that they can see the same information. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you'd like to be notified when I do upload a new video, by all means hit that bell icon. But until next time, we'll see you really soon, and go over here and check out these next videos. I think they'll help. Bye for now, everybody.